All right, y'all, we're going to take a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad, diagnose it if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. Now, BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, is when the unique CTR all of our Boudoir Facebook ads is under 6%. This means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking anywhere on our Boudoir Facebook ads. And that means fewer than 6 out of 100 women, our ads are actually entering their brain. And that means fewer than 6 out of 100 women actually have a non-zero chance of buying from us because our ad needs to enter their brain for them to do that, which means they need to click somewhere on our ad for that to happen, which means we need to have them not scroll by our ad in the first place. So this is the basically the amount of non-scroller buyers. We gotta get this number as high as possible. 6% is the minimum. Every Boudoir Facebook ad can be above 6%. Anything under 6% means we got some big problems. And that's because unique CTRL under 6% is not normal. It's actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. Now it's common, it's extremely common. Everyone believes it's normal, but it's actually a symptom of a deeper root cause. And those deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes, the 3 PCM. More on those at the end of the video. Now we also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, a BLCA. So we're building our universe here. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Now we do have a solution. There is a solution to solve this. BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, Boudoir Pico, and treatment takes about a week. And we know about this solution because we invented it. Can't get this anywhere else. And we know it works because we've done it a bunch of times. And it's worked every time. And the way treatment works is we duplicate the original ad that has BLCS. We leave the original ad as it is. And we actually apply the Boudoir Pico treatment to the duplicated ad, run them in parallel, and then see whichever one, keep whichever one has the better metrics, better unique CTRL. And it's always been the Boudoir Pico treated ad that wins that. Next, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment, PCA. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. Basically, this means, yeah, we finally got our unique CTR all above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So that's our full universe here. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Solution, Boudoir Pico, takes about a week. We achieve PCA pre-click alignment, and we become a dominant Boudoir advertiser, DBA, with Boudoir brain entry boost. Now, in my residency, brought in a Boudoir Facebook ad from out in the wild to the hospital, tested it, found out its unique CTRL is 4.3%. So when unique CTRL is under 6%, we know that BLCS is present. And when BLCS is present, then we know that we have, we got a problem and we can actually solve it with Boudoir Pico. Now, since BLCS is present, we decided to trio Boudoir Pico, took about a week, and we got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. So awesome. We actually found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad is wasting 37% of ad spend. So if they spend 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, now they only need to spend $6,300 a month on the new Boudoir Pico treated ad to get that into the same number of women's brains. So at $3,700, difference between the two, they no longer have to spend. They pocket that as a, don't need to spend expense. And, $3,700 a month kind of phantom profit or Boudoir Pico bonus profit every single month, after a year, that's like 40K without having to do any extra work, no extra fulfillment, no servicing any more clients, nothing like that. Now, second part of my residency, I got the unique CTRL, found out it was 1.39%. So unique CTRL under 6%, we know that BLCS is present. And when BLCS is present, we've got boudoir low click syndrome. So we got to solve that ASAP. Big, big, big problem. So, we got boudoir pico. We got the solution. We treated boudoir pico, got our boudoir Facebook ad unique CTRL up to 9.13% after about a week of treatment. So we found out the original boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 84% of ad spend. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on the original boudoir Facebook ad, now they only need to spend 1.6 grand a month on the boudoir pico treated ad, and they have no problemos. They're able to get the boudoir pico treated ad into literally the same number of women's brains at the 1.6K a month spent compared to original at 10K a month spend. So the 8,400 bucks a month, they no longer have to spend. They simply pocket it. It's kind of a phantom bonus, a boudoir pico bonus. And as a result, they are, get a bonus. It's kind of like, was that 100K at the end of the year? Literally for doing no extra work, simply getting rid of the inefficiency, advertising inefficiency. All right, next we got our had a patient come through. His boudoir Facebook ad had a unique CTRL of 5.03%. Okay, under 6%. That means we got unique CTRL under 6% means BLCS is present, boudoir low click syndrome. And we got the treatment for it, boudoir pico. Treatment takes about a week, and we got the unique CTRL up to 15.35%. So we found out the boudoir Facebook ad, the original one, was wasting 67% of his ad spend. So if he was spending 10 grand a month on boudoir Facebook ads, now he only needs to spend 3,300 bucks a month on this boudoir pico treated ad to get actually the same, get his ad into the same number of women's brains. So, he can basically profit that 6,700 bucks a month by not spending that on ads because he no longer needs to because that was 100% being wasted. That's like 80K profit over the next year or the next 12 months. So we've discovered that the average boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. I mean, look at these numbers here. They're wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. So, the average there is probably somewhere between 50 to 60%. And so, spending 10 grand a month on boudoir Facebook ads right now, the average is 5K that's being wasted every single day or every single month. And, boudoir pico solves that. You can put that 5K back in y'all's pocket. You no longer have to waste that. That's kind of like a 5K phantom bonus every single month that you don't have to spend, which is literally like a, like 60K bonus at the end of 12 months. So now we're going to check this out. See what we got going here. Going to diagnose to see if we believe it has BLCS, yes or no. So we got the below creative cluster mistake. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is that we actually believe and trusting what Facebook tells us to fill out when we fill out our ads is what we should fill out. The consequence of this, though, is when we do this, way more women scroll by our boudoir Facebook ad than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6%, contributing to BLCS, aka boudoir low click syndrome. And as a result, more women scrolling by our ad per unit time. Facebook actually makes more money because they can serve more ads per unit time, but we actually spend and waste more money per unit time. Next, looking at the creative, the photo here. All right, we got the, looks like an ad mistake. So the false belief that causes us to make this mistake is that we believe our boudoir Facebook ads should look like ads, because that's how we've seen Facebook ads. They basically all look like ads. And other boudoir Facebook ads, they basically all look like ads. So everyone can't be wrong, can they? But that's why every boudoir Facebook ad I've seen and tested has had BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome, because everyone's making the same mistakes as everyone else. So when we make this mistake, way more women scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ads than necessary, pulls unique CTRL under 6%, and contributes to Boudoir low click syndrome, aka BLCS. And finally, we're going to look at this See More headline, the first 2 3/4 lines, Facebook newsfeed mobile. So, tattooed beauties. So, I think this is your chance. All right. So, we do got some good context here, but the false belief or the mistake we're making, we're doing the lack of context mistake. We're not. So, the false belief that causes us to make this mistake is we believe we provided enough context to get the right women to click in and more of them, and more of the wrong women to scroll on by, and helping the meta ad algorithm optimize. But in fact, we did not provide enough context here. So the consequence of this is way more women scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary. And as a result, this pulls down unique CTRL, and it actually increases the likelihood that we have BLCS, and increase the likelihood our unique CTRL is under 6%. So if you're looking at this diagnosis is yes, I believe this Boudoir Facebook ad has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome, and has a unique CTRL under 6%. So approximately half its ad spend is being wasted. So I believe approximately half its ad spend is being wasted every single month. So if you're a Boudoir low click advertiser BLCA with BLCS, so unique CTRL of your Boudoir Facebook ads is under 6%, and you're spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, and you decided this is where you need to pull the next optimization, the next profit out of the business, because you've done other spots of your business, but you're ready to do it now for your Boudoir Facebook ads because there's a ton of money being spent on this. Then and you want to be on your journey to become #1 boudoir photographer in your city, then shoot me a DM when I open intake for new patients. I currently don't have. New intake is currently closed, but when I do open intake up again, shoot me a DM and we will see if you qualify.